Hi, I'm Jamie, and a warm welcome from the Bell & Cobble Lotus team. Today I've got something a bit special to show you, a bit of a unicorn. I have a beautiful Calypso Red Series 1, get this, one owner and just 6,650 miles. Unbelievable. Don't get cars like this, they don't really exist, there might only be a handful in the world today, and the chap that owned this since new got to a certain age, and unfortunately it meant he couldn't get in and out of it. And he phoned me up and said, would you be interested? It was the shortest conversation ever. Yes, please, let me buy it. Unusual for Bell & Cobble. We tend to sell the newer cars, but we love cars like this. And from a Lotus point of view, it really was the golden bullet for Lotus at the time. It saved their bacon. They'd have probably been toast without the Series 1. And it was just so far ahead of its time that even by today's standard, it is stunning to drive. It's such a complete analog sports car. I mean, I view it as a modern classic sports car, and I get that something like this is going to be a statue in someone's garage. Bittersweet, because it should really be enjoyed, but I get it. Something like this, you're going to collect, you're going to put it in storage, and you might get out on the odd occasion, but it's fine. I get it with cars like this, but it doesn't take away from how special it is and how pleased I am to be selling it. Bit of background on the Series 1. This is actually a September 97 car. That means it's got the MMC brakes. That's metal matrix composite brakes. Really sought after, really popular. The Series 1s, they weigh just in over at 731 kilograms, so super lightweight. They have the Rover K Series engine. Being a standard car, this produces 118 brake horsepower. That translates to a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds. Pretty good, not staggering, but power to weight, that's what Lotus is about. It's pretty good for the time. Top speed, 124 miles an hour. As I mentioned, this is finished in the beautiful Calypso Red. It's got a fair few factory options with it, so if you follow me around, I'm going to talk through some more details of the car, but as you can probably tell, I'm quite excited by this one. I guess many of you are thinking, what is the price of this car? We're not going to do the typical POA, because that just infuriates me. We are selling this car for $29,995, and I think it's a great proposition at that price point, a great investment, something that's only going to go up in value. I mean, they don't make cars like this. I mean, the closest thing you can get to it is a Caterham, and let's be honest, it's a kit car by comparison. And as much as I love a Caterham, it's not a Lotus, it's not an Elise, it's not got the engineering underneath. I mean, part of the reason for the success of the Series 1 is that bonded aluminium tub. It's magnificent, and they used it pretty much up until the end of the Elise production. Yes, they changed the sill height slightly, but fundamentally the tub design was the same. It was so far ahead of its time. The chassis itself weighs 68 kilograms, but it takes 10 tons per degree to flex it. It's so strong, you're so well protected, and that's always been the reason why these cars handle so well. If the chassis is strong and rigid, it means there's no flex, which means the dampers don't need to compensate for this. They can put the Coney dampers on the car and just tune them down the car. That's why they ride so brilliantly, and they're just so positive through the wheel. I mean, this is as analog as you can pretty much get. There is nothing like this for today's standards. You wouldn't get a car like this through homologation or type approval. Shame, because people still want cars like this. But I love it. There's nothing like it through the steering wheel. People in the Lotus community know the Series 1 is pretty much the pinnacle of driving for Lotus. This is a really nicely spec'd example. It's in the Calypso Red, and it's got the black leather interior. There weren't huge amounts of options back then on the Series 1. It was fairly simple, like the car, keep it simple. It's only recently Lotus have learnt from our German friends to add some parts and options on their price list. It's where the money's made. But back then, nice and simple. It had leather seats, which was an option. Factory hardtop. This has gone for a contrasting gloss black hardtop. Sports exhaust on the car. It's got the radio fitting kit. It's got driving lamps and also an alarm. What more could you want? This car has been kept inside. It's not been an outdoor car, so it's as nice underneath as it looks on the outside. I'm going to open the front access panel here. I'm going to go into the boots. You can have a look at it in a minute, but it is stunning. It is so well kept. It's had a full service history. We've done most of it, and it's been MOT'd every single year. So you've got that confirmation of the mileage there with the MOTs. Some cars that sit in storage and they get MOTs for years, you've always got that grey area. Has it moved? Has it not? This one hasn't. It is stunning, and I'm very excited to be selling it today. just looking under this front access panel as I promised. You've got your little build plate here, so you've got the VIN, you've got the paint code, BO3 is Calypso Red. You've got your washer bottle, radiator, brake fluid reservoir. This is where your locking wheel belt is and the front towing eye. It does have a can of tyre weld. That's had to be replaced because that's gone out of date, but come have a little look on the inside here and just see how clean this is. This is one of the telltale signs to show how a car's being kept, particularly on the Series 1s. Closing that down, coming around the front of the car, it will come with a fresh service and MOT. That's been done. Walking down the side profile, here's an interesting one. These are the original tyres the car left the factory on. They are out of date. They are likely to need replacing if you want to drive it on the road, but they've still got the little rubber bits on them. They're completely fresh and barely used. And for a collector's car, you want it original. So you can keep it on these tyres. If you intend on driving it on the road, I will put some fresh rubber on it for you and you can change these tyres. But when he told me it's the original tyres it left the factory on, I thought it'd be a shame to change them, and I love that. Likewise, these wheel centres are the original wheel centres, and yeah, if you want those fresh with the tyres, we'll do that for you. But I think if you're looking at it from a collector's point of view, keep it original. Continuing down the side profile here, there's the gloss black hardtop I talked about. It does come with the soft top, so you've got a Calypso Red rollover hoop, and then you've got the soft top in the boot of this car. It's in pristine condition, as you would expect. Here at the rear of this lovely Elise Series 1, you've got that famous rear end. It's pretty timeless, and I still love it even today. It's got the sports exhaust, which has some real character to the sound of the car, which is in keeping with the looks. Coming to the boot area, I want to show you the engine on this. Look how clean that is under there. As I mentioned, it's got a Rover K series engine, servicing every 12 months or 9,000 miles, whichever comes first. Clearly time on this car, but it's a proper time warp car, and I love seeing cars like this. Obviously I don't get to see them very often, once every 5 or 6 years, but it just looks so good under there. There is a boot. It can be accessed by putting this into that part here. I always enjoy this little sign, maximum luggage is 50 kg. I don't know how you get 50 kg in here, but just be warned, that's the maximum. But yeah, a little bit of space here to pack some soft luggage to go away in should you wish. Working our way to the inside of this Series 1, you've got the plastic door card, manual window wipers. How cool is that? It reminds me of my first car, an MG Metro that had manual winders, and yeah, very cool to see. This is always such a telltale sign for how a car that the Series 1 have been looked after. This part always needs retrimming, and this is always scuffed. It looks like new, as you'd expect with a car that's just done 6,600 miles. Obviously the typical leather steering wheel. Working our way around to the driver's seat, as you would expect for a car in this condition and mileage, it looks like new. Black leather seat shell. You've got a bit of fabric there on the outer part to protect, but it is beautiful. The Series 1 encapsulates the less is more theory, and it really just does what it says on the tin. Handovers for the Series 1s tend to be more time smiling and looking at the car than actually going over the controls, because there aren't very many. But quickly to go over what we've got in the car. Your lights on the right hand side here, you won't be able to see them, but you've essentially got side lights, main beam and fogs, and then hazard here. You have a windscreen wiper and an indicator and a 5-speed gear shifter, and that's pretty much it. No air conditioning on these early cars, so you've got your fans here, so that's your fan speed, direction of airflow and ferocity of it, and then you've got a cassette deck radio. How cool is that? If you've got your old Queen cassettes or ABBA, whatever takes your fancy, put it in there and enjoy yourself. I hope you've enjoyed the vehicle presentation to this rather special Series 1. If you're a collector of art or sculptures, don't buy a painting, buy an Elise. Much better to look at and hopefully get a chance to enjoy it. Please do get in touch if you'd like any further information or discuss potentially buying this car. Our sales team can be contacted on 01483 281,000 and press option 1 for sales, or please do click on the inquiry button. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.